It's way too much. She's more important than she was ever meant to be. And Filoni will never, ever kill her off. He's never, ever going to like erase her. He's just going to keep on giving her more and more shit. And it's
like imagine she died at the end of season 2 of Ahsoka. We'd all be like, what? Wow.
What are you doing, Dave?
I would throw a party. Are you kidding me?
It's not about being happy or sad. It's about being confused as to what Dave is up to. If he killed
died in the first one, so but it's like dying is irrelevant at this point. Like
she's died 3 times.
Well, lightsabers clearly don't kill people anymore, so we can count them out.
Ahsoka Tano has died 3 times. She died once in the Mortis Arc in Clone Wars. She died in Star Wars Rebels and was saved through time travel in the World Between Worlds by Ezra Bridger. And then she died again in the Ahsoka series. So I wouldn't be surprised if she died, but she's going to come back to life.
But that's the sticky situation. I don't get it. Like, so that she was saved now by the daughter, which is the embodiment of the light, and the daughter died, but the daughter follows her around as an owl. And so she, like a god, I guess.
You gotta admit that's funny out of context.
I mean, yeah.
The daughter died to save her, and she follows her around as an owl. Me and Drink are very like disconnected from some of these plot points. Okay.
Yeah. There's some of it I don't really understand. I'm like, how? Like, but then does that mean she's like she just can't die at all, ever? Or like, was everything in her head where she saw Anakin in the World Between Worlds? Was she actually there? Was she I don't know.
I don't know.
That World Between Worlds scene between her and Anakin, all that. I said it when it happened. I said, I think it's meant specifically to be completely ambiguous so they don't have to commit one way or the other and literally let the audience make up their own mind, which is,
well, doesn't the kid hear lightsabers dueling? So it kind of implies that it is happening. To some
his mom also hears it as well. So.
Yes, his mom, who is not force sensitive, but that doesn't matter anymore. It's also able to hear it.
For a second there, I thought they were almost implying if you looked over the edge, you'd see Anakin and Ahsoka fighting. Like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah,
they're in the water. But no, that whole sequence just seemed to be predicated on the idea of, wouldn't it be cool if Anakin came back and we could get Hayden Christensen back to replay his greatest hits?
Yep.
That honestly, narratively, that's all it seems to be, because it adds nothing to Ahsoka's character development apart from like her deciding that she wants to be alive instead of dead. It's not exactly deep stuff.
No, I think it added a ton in the sense where he made her kind of decide that she's being too much gloomy. She's being way too gray, and she got to like wake up a little bit. Be like, oh yeah, I want to live. And she realizes that she there was no one else to do it other than him, no?
I personally think that for that lesson to be taught 25 years after the fact is
sometimes you fall from grace and you gotta get a little wake up call, I guess.
See, I would buy into that idea if we'd seen more of the conflict with her throughout the show, but we got nothing. She was just a plank of wood. Like there was no sense of like an inner darkness or her struggling between the light and the dark or anything like that, or having lost her way. There was nothing.
Did you watch?
If that, well, I'd have to take your word for it since I haven't seen them.
Okay,
I'm just going on the movies.
Should be the job of the season to set that up. If that's going to be the major payoff of episode 5, episodes 1 through 4 should give us the context.
Because the Ahsoka that I see in this, and as far as I understand, in Rebels and Clone Wars and stuff, she was a much more interesting character. Here, there's nothing. If you just ask me to describe her personality based on what I see in this show, I got nothing for you. And so when you want to deliver a big emotional payoff like that, a confrontation between her and Anakin about life and death and her like finding the strength to be reborn, that's a great idea, but you've got to give me some setup for it, because I got nothing from this show.
It's also a topic we haven't really gone over yet, theory, because I think you probably rate that as the best episode of Ahsoka, right? This season?
No, episode 6 was the best.
Oh, okay. Well,
for me,
the episode that is 5, right? Where she talks.
5 is the Anakin one.
5 is the Anakin. 6 was because of Balin and Shin. I thought that was really one of the most marvelous episodes. I was just like that scene where he's standing with her and there's that music and he was like starting to talk about the past and everything. Oh my gosh, like I was just like,
when I was watching that with my friends, we were desperate for that scene to continue, and it just cuts off.
And it just cuts off. And I'm like, okay, cool.
The idea
7 and 8 will explain it. No, we don't even get anything with him in 7 or 8.
I think a
The
lot of
problem
that
for
just
me
came
was-
down to Ray Stevenson being a really good actor who delivered fairly like generic lines extremely well. Like
just
he
said
has a way
mysterious
of
things
holding.
with presence.
Yeah.
Pretty
Well,
much, yeah. And I
we
can
do
only
all the
imagine what was
work.
going through his head was
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I've really got to sell this because I got nothing in the
And
script.
all of our heads
It's
are just firing off about what he could be referring to, what it all means, and where this could all go. But then when you watch the scene for what it is, there's barely anything.